Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. In this video, I give a tour of my luxury apartment building in Northeast DC and my apartment unit. I'll be breaking down rent prices, utility fees, amenity fees, and everything in between. And of course, subscribe if you enjoy this tour. So this is my unit. If you're watching this, I've already moved out and that's why it's empty. All of my furniture is in my new unit, but I really love this apartment. I had an in-unit washer and dryer, and I really love the common spaces like the rooftop terrace. So I'm starting this tour on the bottom level of the building where we have these really convenient lockers to pick up our packages with a code. This is the courtyard. I didn't capture it, but it's so pretty at night with all of the lights. People hang out here pretty often, and there's a nice view of it from my unit, which I'll show a little bit later. This is the inside common space. This is where all the events were hosted, and you can always rent it out for a fee though. I had a happy hour here once with my friends, and it was perfect. I didn't actually end up having to pay because no one else booked it, and so I just kind of came down there and came with my friends, but technically I was supposed to pay like $100 fee. Sometimes I take Zoom calls from down here because it's just so nice, and like the decor is just so perfect for the background of a Zoom call. One of my favorite events that they had here was an art gallery featuring local artists, and I went home with a painting, so they put a lot of thought into creating events here for the residents. Now we're coming into the lobby area. There was always someone at the front desk to monitor who comes in and out and to take large packages. Here is the mailroom. Nothing special to see here, just thought I'd show it. And now we're heading into the first elevator bank on the high-rise side. I actually lived on the high-rise side when I first moved to this building, but I hated the exposed pipe look in the ceiling. I know people like that. I didn't like that, but the views are better on this side and it's closer to the rooftop terrace. Here's a nice floor with the rooftop terrace and the pool. In the summers, the complex would have sunset yoga on the rooftop maybe a few times a month, but I'm not even gonna lie, I never made it. I did come to the summer barbecue though up here last summer, and that was pretty fun. It was open bar, open food, just all around good vibes. There is the National Monument, which you can see from the rooftop, and there is the Capitol. This pool was a really nice vibe and I like the looks of it, but I only used it maybe twice. But in theory, it's nice to just come up here and lay out in the summer if that's your thing. Here are a couple shots of some of the artwork that I liked around the building. And here's the gym, something that I did use pretty consistently. They upgraded the gym while I lived there, so all the equipment was brand new. There was a weight side and a cardio side, so I felt like I generally had everything that I needed. Now it's time to head to my unit. I'm going to the other side of the building, which leads to the other elevator bank and leads to the low-rise side of the building. There were only 5 floors on this side versus the 9 floors on the high-rise side. So the apartment opens up to the kitchen. The kitchen is pretty standard with all of your standard appliances. You can't tell, but I was able to move that island around and I love that. I used to move it all the time. Here's the fridge. I was able to make water and ice and all that good stuff. But yeah, here's my apartment. It was about 750 square feet. The living room was big enough for me to have the whole living room set, plus a small kitchen set, or dining room set, I should say. It was like how would I describe it? It was like a bar stool table. And so it was enough. I made it work. It was definitely enough space. Here's the bedroom. It is by far the biggest one I've ever had. I was trying so hard to capture how big this bedroom was on camera. I don't know if it really came across, but I had room for a creativity corner with a chair and books. I had, of course, my bed set. I had another setup in the corner for like my vanity area with all of like my wigs and a mirror and everything. Like I just had so much space to play with. It was really cool. So while I attempt to show you how big this bedroom is, let's just get into some of the fees. Base rent in this unit was $2,232, and if I would have stayed in this apartment and renewed for another year, I believe rent was going up like to $2,300 a month, so kind of expensive, but also a good price for the area, which might sound kind of wild. Like I mentioned before, I had an in-unit washer and dryer. It was in my bedroom right across from the closet, which I thought was super convenient. Here is the closet, pretty good size, but it was a little bit difficult to fit all of my stuff in here. I made it work, but things were pretty cramped. Here's a view of the hallway in my bedroom. Always just felt so luxurious to have a hallway in my bedroom. It just sounds so like money. The restroom was kind of small. I think I would have preferred a slightly smaller bedroom so that I could have a larger bathroom, but you know, it is what it is. While we're talking about bathrooms and restrooms, let's talk about the water bill. The water bill was communal, meaning that it's split in a way with everyone in the building. Usually the cost would range from like $29 to $35 a month, but it's not based on your individual usage. The gas bill worked in a similar way, but that was usually only like 30 cents a month. And then you had your trash bill, which is $10 a month, and the common utility bill for the utilities in the common spaces, and that was $4.65 a month. On top of that, I had to pay to park in this building, and my parking was $225 a month. So all in all, if I was still living in this building, I would be paying about $2,600 a month. All right, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Bye.